I'm not Pressley by chance. I'm not Pressley by mistake. I am Pressley on purpose. Pressley by chance. I'm Pressley on purpose. Hey y'all, it's your girl Adyna K Pressley, and welcome to Pressley on Purpose. Listen, y'all already know this is not the button up CEO version of me. This is the real me, the healed but still human me. Here we talk about stuff I don't post, the comments that break you, the moments that build you. Every week, we're getting into purpose, reinvention, boundaries, healing, and choosing ourselves loudly, boldly, and without apology. So get comfortable, get honest, and get ready because we're rising and we're rising on purpose. So, today's episode, I think I'm gonna ruffle a few feathers here. Today's episode is called I'm not intimidating. I'm just too much for you. Mm-hmm. I already said it. I'm going to ruffle some feathers. People going to be jumping in my DMs and in my inboxes, and I'm going to get a few texts about this because people going to think that I'm talking about them, and most likely I am. So hold your hats, y'all. Hold your hats. I got the Queens Royale on too. Represent it. And if you want to get yours, go to queens-royale.com to get your hat. They are on sale, so get yours. But anywho, back to the regular scheduled program. I am not intimidating. I'm just too much woman for you. So, one of the things that I realized that I've dealt with for so many years when I got in the dating scene was trying to deal with men who felt that I was intimidating. Now, the crazy thing is, yeah, I might be successful on paper, I earned that. But the bottom line is that doesn't make me who I am. That doesn't define who I am. Me personally, it's all great to be a boss. It's all great to be in the VP level in corporate. It's all great to now be a CEO and own my own business. That's all great. But you know what I prefer to be? I prefer to be a girl. I prefer to be all fuzzy and pink and sparkly. That's what I prefer to be. I prefer for my man to be the man in the relationship. I don't want to be the man. I don't want to make the decisions. I don't want to wear the pants. I want to be a girl. I want to put on my dresses and my high heels and my makeup and my lashes and be cute for my man and let him lead the way. Boss mode stays where it needs to be at work, okay? Outside of the relationship. And I think sometimes men don't know how to differentiate the two. They don't know how to separate the two. And if he's struggling with his place that he's in his life, where he might not necessarily be happy at what level he's at, or the type of money that he could be making, or maybe not in the career or position or role that he wants to be in. Maybe that's his insecurity, but that has nothing to do with me. That has nothing to do with me. And one thing about me, if I'm in a relationship and I'm feeling you, I'm digging you, I'm loving on you, all of that doesn't matter to me. As long as you're treating me good, you're treating me right in the relationship, that's all I need. It's great. And don't get me wrong, you don't want a broke buster, because I had one of those too. But I digress. You don't want a broke buster. You want somebody that can hold his own. A lot of people talk about this whole equally yoked thing, and that's all good and everything, if that's what floats your boat. For me, that's not everything. For me, it's the consistency, it's the communication, it's the being held accountable, it's the being a grown man, it's taking me out, it's protecting my peace, it's making me feel safe in the relationship. That's what matters to me. And then everything else on top of that, that's a bonus. And don't get me wrong, I've dated some successful men. I dated men with a lot of money. And to be perfectly honest with you, they were all jerks. They were all jerks and full of themselves and not realizing that what they had in me, I don't throw around my weight. I don't throw around my position. I don't throw around what I have or what I work for. I don't do that because that's not what I'm looking for. Like I said, what you see is what you get. I'm my real, authentic self. I'm my real, authentic me all the time. So all of that doesn't matter to me. Don't get me wrong. I like nice things. Yes, we all like nice things. I work really hard. So I always been the type of person, you work hard, you play harder. That was always my thing. But that, again, does not define me. And that does not define the relationship that I want to be in. You know what I'm saying? And again, if I want something, I can buy it. Don't get me wrong. I like nice gifts, but it's not a requirement. That's the point that I'm trying to make. And I think sometimes too, men get intimidated by you having nice things or you traveling. Yes, I travel a lot. I like to go to nice places. I like to go out to dinner and I like to eat. Now that my kids are grown, I don't like to cook. So I like to go out to a nice restaurant every now and again because I don't feel like cooking. I can afford it. And my grandmother always told us, get to a place in your life where you can get whatever it is that you want. So if you feel like going out and you feel like eating a $65 steak, then you go out and you eat that $65 steak. That's just who I am. But again, it's not a requirement. It's not what I'm looking for. It's nice if he can afford it. It's nice if he can do it, but it's not a requirement. What is a requirement is somebody who loves on me the right way, treats me good, puts me first, considers my feelings, considers she's not feeling well today. Let me go and bring her soup. Stuff like that means a lot to me. People fail to realize little things mean a lot to me. Like, for instance, people know I love Sunkist soda. You bring me a Sunkist soda, and I don't care if you are a billionaire. You bring me a Sunkist soda, that's going to mean more to me than you going and buying me a Rolex or something like that. That's going to mean more to me than that. Why? Because you took the time to think about what she likes, what she wants, and she likes a Sunkist. People know I like cotton candy. You bring me a cotton candy, I'm like, oh my God, he loves me. Because again, that means so much to me that you took the time to think about what would make me smile, what will make me happy, you know? And I think men get it misconstrued because they think that all women are the type of women that need a man to do for them or to buy for them or to fly them out somewhere. Yeah, that's nice. I like those things too. I'm not saying that I'm exempt from that, but it doesn't mean everything. And men need to get out of that headspace of thinking that all women want to do is use them. And if that's how you feel, then you, Mr. Sir, are picking the wrong type of women. Because real women, real grown women, real women about their business with their own money, their own careers, and holding down their own is not looking for that. And if she is, then I'm going to just say it. She's a bird. She's a straight up bird because who does that nowadays at this big age? What? We're senior, damn near senior citizens, okay? So we don't need to be worrying about superficial things like, what he can do for me. Really? Is that where we're at? And if that's where you are, sister girl, then you need to reevaluate yourself. Because where do you do that at? A lot of times it's the man who has the issue. It's the man who is unsure of himself and feeling a way about a woman because she is not intimidating at all. She just has standards. And if you're the type of man that can't handle a woman who has standards, then yet again, you may want to reevaluate yourself, sir, sir, sir. Okay? Because, and I have to take a sip on this one because this was a good one for me. This was a good one. And everything that I speak from experience. So I'm not making any of this up. This is stuff that I've experienced. And then sometimes when a man feels intimidated by a woman, he feels like he has to be more than what he really is, grander than who he really is, thinking that's going to impress her. And yet again, for a real woman who's really about her business, who's really holding her own, really don't care about stuff like that. She just want you. That's it. She just wants you. She wants you to court her. She wants you to date her. She just wants you so she can just like you. Men feel like they got to do all these big and grand things in a relationship, and it's really not necessary. Again, we like nice things, but it's not something that you have to do all the time. It's not. Just being you, just being present, making her feel safe in the relationship, not out there in them streets making her look dumb. That's what she wants. That's what she's looking for out of her man. All that other stuff, like I said, is extra. And again, we're not going to turn it down. We're not going to say no, but uh guys, we have gentlemen. I'm going to say gentlemen, you have to do better and look beyond the superficial. Look beyond what's in your face and look at the individual. And also, too, a lot of you men and women is guilty of this too. I'm not going to say that we're not, but you carry a lot of baggage into your new relationship. And one of the things that you have to get in the habit of doing, because I know I had to do the same thing too. Again, I'm not sitting here and trying to act like I'm holier than thou and I know everything and I've been perfect my whole life. Absolutely not. Absolutely freaking not. I have not. But I have lived and I have experienced a lot in my life. So I speak from what I've experienced. And I want to say this, gentlemen, it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to be vulnerable. Don't look at what you see on the outside. See her from what she is on the inside. Because what men also fail to realize, what you give her is what she's going to give you, because you're supposed to be the leader. You're supposed to lead the relationship. So if you're giving her vulnerability, she's going to give it right back to you. You showing her sensitivity, she's going to give it right back to you. You showing her love, she's going to give it right back to you. We reciprocate what we get. It's not rocket science. I don't get it. It is not rocket science. And I still don't get, especially men that are over 50 that are still running around here being jerks, still running around here thinking that you're, still in your 20s. Dude, you about to jump in a casket. Slow down. Find love. And if you are single and you still running around like that and think that you're going to get a bunch of youngins wanting to fall after you, ain't nobody trying to change your diaper. Ain't nobody trying to push you in a wheelchair when you get old. Ain't nobody trying to do that. But see, us grown women, us seasoned women who is looking for somebody in our age bracket that's doing the right thing, we grow old together. We push each other around. We sit and look at each other off the cliff at sunset at the shady pines. We gonna do that together. You know what I'm saying? That's what us women is looking for. And that's what you gentlemen need to be looking for. Because before you know it, next thing you're gonna be doing is looking for a caregiver. And if you get one, trust and believe she only gonna be with you so she can wait for you to drop dead and then take your money. So I'm I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm just keeping it a buck because, like I said, I've experienced I've experienced these things, and let me tell you, when I was dating sucked real bad, real bad. But it was fun while it lasted because I was married for a while and then I was in a long-term relationship for a while that with the fellow that I lived with. So when I became single, I was like, okay, let me see what this is all about. Let me see if I still got it. Let me see what's out there. Let me tell you something. Ain't nothing out there. Because like I said, these fellas are jerks and ain't nothing changed. So if you can find a man, and gentlemen, if you could find a woman who is ready to settle down and be committed and be real in the relationship and build something with that person, I wish for you to get that so bad. I really, really do, because I think everybody deserves that. It and especially nowadays, especially at our age, we should be in a place where now we're starting to look to to be compatible with somebody. And you don't got to get married. Shoot, I knew a couple, they was married for mad years and they didn't even live together and still together to this day and happy as they ever wanted to be. And I know that's a big topic. We'll talk about that another time. But again, everyone is in a different place, and that's okay. But I do feel that once you get to a certain age, you want to stop playing all of these games, because ultimately all you're going to do is wind up being by yourself anyway. And if you do get somebody, they're going to be a caretaker, and all they're going to do is sit there and wait for you to die so they can get your money. And hopefully you're smart enough to make sure that your paperwork is in order. And that's another thing we need to talk about. That'll be another episode. But I say to say, us women, we're not intimidating. A lot of times we're just too much for the man to handle. And these men need to handle their business and jump on a bandwagon and do right by these women. And I'm not speaking to none of you youngins, because you youngins, y'all got a lot of time on your hands. Y'all got a lot of dating and experiencing to do. I'm talking about you old cats, okay? You cat daddies out here running around. I'm talking to y'all. Sit down, sit your shoes down. And anybody that knows me knows where that comes from. Sit your shoes down and get you a real woman. Get you a real woman that you will get to know and not feel a certain way about her and not be intimidated by her and not feel that you have to put on all of these airs for her, and just be your real, authentic, genuine self to her. And I guarantee you're going to get the same thing. Because, like I said, we reciprocate what we get. You are the leader in the relationship. We look to you to see where you going with this relationship, and then we follow suit. When it's genuine, and when you feel it, because you feel it, when it's real. I had to take a sip. When it's real. I'm telling you, it's a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful thing. And for those who may not want to be in a relationship or want to be single for forever, and die alone, or continue to date, or do whatever it is that they want to do, cheers to you. To each his own. No judgment here. But again, I'm just speaking to my topic, which was and is, she's not intimidated. She's just too much woman for you. So that is my episode for today on Pressley on Purpose. Now, I hope this one snatched your edges, okay? I really hope this one resonated with you. And I hope you take this back to the group chat and your girlfriends and your sister girls and tell them that, Adyna had a word today. Adyna had a word today. So I want y'all to, if there's anything that you like, let me know. If there's anything you want me to talk about, let me know. I ask that you share this video if it resonated with you, or someone that you think needed to hear this episode. Please share it. And of course, subscribe. So again, it's your girl, Adyna K. Pressley. I'm not Pressley by mistake. I'm not Pressley by chance, but I'm Pressley on purpose. Y'all have a good one.